Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon you. Now, I know some of the people that I tagged in this photo aren't religious, or they might necessarily think I'm some kind of conspiracy theorist. But if we really take a look at the lives that we live, and the value that we place on our lives, and what we value in our lives, and what we see on a day-to-day basis, whether it be on the television or on the radio, what we hear in music, and we really look at the world around us, and we see what is put in our faces, and we see what is not put in our faces. We see the condition of the world, the condition of the people, the condition of ourselves, and we wonder, why is life the way that it is? If we're any kind of intellectual type of person at all, or we have any kind of, want for truth, or we want to understand the lives that we live, we ask questions, we sit, we reflect. We wonder, why are we controlled by this thing, this money? What is money? What is it that gives it value? Why is it that some people starve and die without it? Why is it that I have to get up every day and go to a job just to come home and go the next day to the job just so I can pay bills? Why is it that that's what my life revolves around? Why are we taught the things that we're taught in school, but we're not taught things like ethics, morals? Why are we not taught about, how to stop war, how to prevent ourselves from going down the wrong path? Why is it our main goal in life is to get an education, get a job, buy a house, get a car, get a wife, a family, but we never think about we're not taught how to enjoy life, what really fulfills us, what really is going to sustain us. The fact of the matter is that the people who run the world, that are in charge of the world, they want you to remain ignorant. That's why so much emphasis is placed on entertaining you, on keeping you away from reality, keeping you away from the truth. The most dangerous thing to these people who are in charge of the world is a mind who reflects, a person who wonders, a person who questions, and a person who shares his knowledge with other people. If you sit and wonder why your teacher makes $20,000, but the person who sings songs about drugs and alcohol, or does movies about stupid nonsense that does not benefit you, does not teach you anything except for entertaining you, gets paid $20 million, that should tell you enough. Why is it that more time and effort is put into funding war, but then you don't find enough money to fund homeless shelters, to feed people who need it, to educate people? Why is it that we always get the same kind of politicians over and over, and during election year or during election time, only one or two candidates are ever shown? Is there really a difference between Democrat and Republican? Are we really given a choice, or is it the illusion of a choice? Why is it that a people who are so educated and so advanced in technology can't figure out how to get along with one another, how to love one another, how to stop destroying the planet that sustains us? We depend on this planet that God has given us for food, for water, for shelter, for air, and we're destroying it constantly. We're constantly destroying ourselves. We don't have to. We can come together. We can tell the truth. We can seek knowledge. There's opportunity in it for all. One day, brothers and sisters, we're all going to come to a point where death knocks on our door. And do we want to be that person who wastes his whole life on things that didn't matter, only to die unfulfilled? To wonder why I spent my whole life like this. Was there something else I could have been doing? Could I have got more satisfaction out of this place? The answer is yes, we can get more satisfaction out of this life. But first we have to educate ourselves. God won't change the condition of the people until they change themselves. Fact. We can't sit and point the finger at the politicians and at the bankers and at this and at that. If we're not willing to open up ourselves and to educate ourselves, to seek knowledge, to come together to stop the stupidity. There's things that we don't need in our societies. Ignorance, racism, materialism, greed, jealousy, all of these things are unnatural. All of these things are taught to you by your society, your environment. The people in the media, they lie constantly. You know, they want you to be dumb. They talk about Justin Bieber getting arrested for smoking a joint, driving a $250,000 car, but they totally ignore all of the things that are going on in the world that are really important. There's a reason for this. And it goes back a long way. And all you have to do is search, educate yourselves. Every single president in the United States is related to one king. His name is John Lackland. If you don't believe me, search it. Find out for yourself. There's so many facts that we just don't know. Why do you think it's so easy for these people to break down cultures? What they've done with the black culture in urban cities, how they've done the Native Americans. You know, the history of all of this is very simple, very easy to find. Just look it up. How many drug dealers do you know that have a boat? And do you really think that billions and billions of dollars worth of drugs can get into this country every year? But all of these people that so-called hate America can't smuggle in one nuclear warhead or one dirty bomb? Why do you think that is? It's because these people are the ones who are putting the drugs in here. We need to wake up and we need to realize what's really going on around us, and we need to take a stance. We need to make a change in the world and stop with this hopeless mentality, this oh, I can't do anything, I'm only one person, yeah, the world's messed up, but what am I going to do? It's not, that's not the way that it is. You can do something. You know? It's very simple. Inshallah, let's all come together, God willing, you know? Whether you believe or whether you don't, whatever. The truth is the truth. Any person who denies the truth is a liar.